So hello, Rachel.
Hello.
Before we start, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is not really well known in France yet. It got picked for a third season, so shortly. What is Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and who are you?
Okay, hi. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is an American dark romantic musical comedy about love, but not really. And it's about pursuit of personal happiness and how love sometimes has to do with that and sometimes doesn't. My name is Rachel Bloom, and I co-created the show and also star in it. And I play someone named Rebecca Bunch, which is my character.
That was really concise.
Yes, and I usually don't look like that in the show. That's not indicative of how I really look in the show. My character's sad a lot of the time. So
it's okay. She has some silver linings.
Yes.
What do you share with your character in common?
Yeah, with Rebecca, I think we share so much. There's a sunniness there, but also there's like this contrast between like extreme sunniness and extreme darkness, an eagerness to please, fear of not being a good person, and then I think getting wrapped up in fantasy.
Do you live in your dream world?
Sometimes. I mean, I think that part of writing is daydreaming.
You speak French, if I'm not mistaken.
Oui, je
How
parle
come?
français. J'ai étudié le français depuis 7 ans l'année.
Beaucoup.
Au lycée.
Au lycée. Au lycée.
Je suis fatiguée.
Et t'es déjà venu en France pour des études?
No. Pas pour les études.
Okay.
Just for pleasure. I've been here.
So in the show, I love how the watcher can relate to every single character, even if they don't like them in the beginning.
Yeah.
So do you think it's hard to be a decent person in our society today?
Yeah, I mean, something we really like exploring in the show is the struggle between the fact that we're animals.
Pretty much.
We're all animals, and we're just trying to figure out how to survive. And we have all of these, because we're smart animals, all of these kind of cultural boxes that we've put ourselves in, and here are the things that you have to be despite the fact that we're all just, stinky animals. And so I think that's fun for us to explore on the show.
Is everyone good in some way? Do you see good in everyone?
I think that everyone wants to think they're the hero of the story. When someone is like, I'm a villain or I'm a bad person, it's indicative of them either being truly mentally ill or not really a bad person. But for the most part, I think the most kind of evil people you meet have the best you meet. I mean, for the most part, people are just trying to get by and live their lives and do whatever they think is best. And so we ultimately have empathy for all of our characters.
Another strength to the show is its strong female friendships. Heather, Paula, Valencia, even. Is the feminine solidarity important to you?
Yeah, it's very important to me, and I feel like my life has gotten way richer now that I have more female friendships. I used to have mostly male friends, and whether I realized it consciously or not, I saw other women as threats, and it's an unhappy way to live. And it's not true. Other women being successful does not mean you cannot be successful. That is a lie that has been propagated by various places to pit women against each other. But ultimately, I think it's a sign of happiness if you can be happy for other women's success and not see it as a threat to yourself.
You composing, writing, performing. Don't you ever have enough of the show?
No. In fact, you're talking about it making me laugh. No, I like having, the complete creative control of it. I couldn't see it any other way, but it is a lot of work.
And which song is the most meaningful to you?
It honestly depends on the day. Like right now, You Stupid Bitch from season 1 is really meaningful because it was a scary song to write. And the fact that so many people relate to it is really,
Huge Broadway stars on the show. So who's the next one?
We'll see.
Who would you like to have?
We'd like to get Carol Burnett on, but we'll see if that happens.
With Julie Andrews, if possible.
Oh, sure. God, I haven't even thought about that. Yeah, she doesn't sing much anymore, but yeah.
True. So let's talk about period sex.
Sure.
Where does it come from?
Well, in season 2, people keep trying to sing the song Period Sex, and it's kind of a joke that we cut it off, partially because we were on a network in the States that wouldn't just allow us to sing what we wanted to sing. The joke of the song being that it's like an overly brassy kind of towing the line between gross and feminist song. And so when we finally did the song, which was online only, it was kind of the promise of that, which is, all right, you wanted this song, period sex. Here it is. It's kind of gross.
It is, but it's really stylish.
Oh, thank you.
You won a Golden Globe last year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Where do you keep it?
In my piano room.
Nice. And during your speech, you mentioned YouTube. So what skills did you learn from YouTube that you still use today?
Well, YouTube is where I started making all these music videos, and the editing skills, the production skills. I mean, it's all things that I do on this show, except on a much larger scale. And then also how to engage with fans and the kind of transparency of YouTube. Sometimes I get frustrated on the show where I'm like, why we can't afford to shoot this one scene? Well, let's just go to my basement and shoot it. And you can't necessarily do that on a show. But that sensibility helps sometimes with saving money. How do you do what you want to do, execute your vision, but in a cost-effective way? And so, like, YouTube helped me so much.
A woman doing video on the internet, they sometimes receive nasty comments. So did you read them? How did you cope with them?
Oh, I've read a lot of comments. Yeah, how do I cope with them? Feel bad about myself and gradually learn to ignore them. I mean, I think that, it's the reason that I try not to read comments or message boards and stuff. It's just, no matter how many people are nice, you find the one mean comment and it ruins, it can ruin my day. And it's not worth it. And so all I can do is, you can't please everybody. Art is very subjective, comedy is very subjective, and so all you can do is kind of be yourself, and the people who like it, great. And I think that more often than not, people like what I'm putting out there.
You're still very active on Twitter, on social network. So do you feel like compelled to defend your show when you read criticism?
Yeah, I mean, I only really engage with the criticism of the show when I feel like it's someone who gets the show that's criticizing it, which happens. I mean, people usually just tweet at me compliments. People don't usually reach out to me to be insulting. I mean, when I did political, I did an anti-Trump video thing, and people were mean about that, but that's to be expected. It was political, and so it depends. If someone's intelligent with me, I'll engage with them.
The CW is like this big family. You had Yael, I don't know her last name.
Oh, Yael Gorgeous, yeah.
Thank you, from Gender Virgin, and you're writing a song from the musical Flash Supergirl.
Yeah.
How come?
They asked me. I mean, when I found out they were doing a musical hybrid, I said, if you need my services, and I pitched them some ideas, and I kind of, in the span of like a day, wrote up this song for the Supergirl Flash crossover, and Yael's a friend of mine, and I just wanted to have her on the show. She's great.
She was fun. Are you going to create some more original videos for your channel?
Well, I post every video we do on the show on my channel, and so because the show takes up so much work, as of now, I don't have other plans to like do many other outside videos just because I don't have time.
I read that you were planning 4 seasons for the show. Why is your plan already planned out, I guess?
Well, when we pitched the show, we pitched the entire series.
Oh.
And so we've known the arc of the series from the inception of the show.
Oh.
And so we've always had 4 sections in mind, and it's a series that just lives in that finite amount of time.
It's a long stretch, but Michael Scott Foster, he played Christoph on Once Upon a Time, and Santino Fontana was voicing Hans in Frozen.
Yeah.
So is it a coincidence?
It's actually, to be honest, complete coincidence, although I'm sure there is some sort of subtext there of both of them have a kind of regal vibe to them, but in very, very different ways. But it's mostly coincidence. That wasn't planned.
Are there going to be new characters for the next season?
We have so much to do with our existing characters. For the most part, as of now, nothing major.
In retrospect, are you regretting some storylines?
No, I don't regret any storylines. No, I mean, everything has been very specific and thought out. I mean, there are little things here and there episodically that, like, we realize in retrospect we could have sharpened this up, but I overall, we're very happy with the arc that the story's taken.
If I ask you to sing the first song that comes to your mind, which one would it be?
Like in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did a show, I did a musical last week
crazy for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not that I'm stalking you.
So
but
I have
I'm
all those
following
songs.
you,
I have
okay?
all those songs stuck in my head. I have so many of those songs stuck in my head from that show.
Do you still keep up the news from Broadway?
Yeah. I follow it. I try to. I mean, there's so much news, but I try to see shows when I'm in New York.
And what do you want to do next after the show?
Sleep. I have some other projects, but I mean, the show, it's kind of my baby right now. And so I'm, writing movies and want to act in movies. I'm going to be filming an independent film that I'm in next month, but the show takes up most of my time.
If the audience were to remember one thing about the show, what would it be?
The show is about what makes you happy from the inside, and that's really our point of view and what we're trying to. If we had an agenda, it's empathy and personal happiness coming from within.
We're in France. Can you give us one argument why we should watch the show, even if we don't like musicals?
Well, the show is a musical that makes fun of musicals, and so it's earnestly doing the art form, but also from the point of view of an edgy, from a modern comedy perspective. And so I hear a lot of times from people who don't like musicals that they like our show because it's just from a different perspective. And the show is about love and obsession and suburbia, which I think you can relate to. You don't have to be from America to understand. It's about emotions, which everyone has.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.